Hi there. Welcome once again to Marital Matterz A to Z, a platform where we talk about everything marriage, challenges, and their solutions. Do you intend to get married? Are you married, divorced, or even widowed? This platform is for you. I am Chinwe Kings, and on today's episode, we'll be talking about divorced or separated, stay with God. Yes, divorced or separated, stay with God. Meaning, when you're divorced or when you're separated because you can no longer continue because maybe there's a threat to life, it's a matter of life and death, and you decide to separate, or a situation that you cannot handle, it is beyond your control that there has to be a divorce, or someone says, I want a divorce, and you tried everything to make sure it doesn't happen because God does not like it, yet the other person insisted that there must be a divorce. And then you divorce or you separate. There's need to remain with God, to stay with God. You said, I'm not doing again. I'm not interested in this marriage again. I'm not marrying again. Stay with God. Because when you don't stay with God, you continue to look for another man, another woman. You'll be breaking people's hearts by breaking people's homes, because you'll be jumping from one woman's husband to another, whether married or unmarried. Because when you jump into the hand of another man that is married, you're breaking the home. When you jump into the hand of another man that is not married, it is somebody's husband to be. So it is not your own. And that is why it means you're committing adultery. That is what the Bible says. Okay? And as a man, you said, I don't want to marry this woman again. Even though they tell us that some people say that men are polygamous in nature. Who said that? Where is it coming from? It's looking like when a man does it, it is okay. But when it is a woman, this woman will be crucified. Because I kept asking myself, that woman that they took to Jesus, that this woman committed adultery, where was the man that committed the adultery with her? Or was he committing adultery alone? They brought the woman. Where did they leave the man? Okay, because maybe the man, it is, his nature. Man can do it. But who are you, a woman, to do it? And they brought the woman, dragged the woman. I was still looking up. We watched the movie when we were growing up. I was still looking behind. Maybe they are bringing the man behind. They didn't bring any man, no. It was only the woman. Okay, so it is all right for a man to cheat. It's all right for a man to commit adultery, but it is wrong for a woman to do so. So you, a man that says you don't want to marry again, you have said you don't want this woman again, then go and stay with God. Live your life. What I mean by staying with God is live a life that pleases God after that divorce, because you decided to divorce, or you allowed that divorce to happen because you don't want to die before your time. You want to fulfill purpose. You want to please God, yes, and to make it to heaven. That's the reason why you allowed divorce to happen, because that's the only reason why it will happen. No? Then you now come out, and then you are now flying from one girl to another, sometimes even somebody's wife. Stay with God. When you say, I no do again, when you say, I'm no longer interested, I'm not doing this marriage again, then stay with God. Stop jumping from pillar to post, jumping from somebody's wife to somebody's another person's wife. Yes, because any woman you sleep with, or any girl you sleep with, is somebody's wife. You are disobeying God. You are messing up your own destiny, your purpose, your future. You are messing up the institution of marriage. You are messing up your family. You are messing up your wife, even the one you divorced, and vice versa. When you a woman, you said, I'm not doing again. I believe you're running away because you don't want to die. Maybe this man wants to kill you. Maybe you will not fulfill your purpose, your mental health, so many things, led to this. Then stay with God so that you will fulfill purpose. Then stay with God so that your mental health will be intact. Then stay with God so that you please God, and God will be happy with you, and you have a good life, a beautiful life, fulfilling life. Then stay with God so that you will make it. Stay with God and prepare yourself for rapture, for the second coming of Christ, because he's coming back again. It won't be long. Anytime I say, hey, rapture is around the corner, or Jesus Christ will soon come, my son, he will say, Mommy, please, stop saying this. So I've not lived my life. I've not even done anything. I've not even gotten married. I've not had children. I've not enjoyed myself. You're talking about, please, let Jesus Christ wait. Should not come now. Let me finish my own. And I will like, so if you finish without one, there are people that will still say that when he will come, he is coming soon, and he will come. Nobody will be pre-informed, but we know that the things he said we should expect before he comes are already happening. So he can come at any time. Whether you're a baby, or a teenager, or a youth, or a matured man or woman, get ready. So let's have all this at the back of our minds, that it is not all about what you want to just feed the flesh, but about your soul. And that is the more reason why you must stay with God when you leave that marriage. When you walk away from that marriage, stay with God and stop displeasing God, because you're walking away and not staying with God is not only affecting you, it's affecting so many other people, beginning from your children, the children you left. Even if you take those children, it is no longer the same. So, I believe you've gotten something, or you understood what I've just said. That when divorce happens, or when separation happens, God does not expect you to live the rest of your life jumping from one man to another, jumping from one woman to another, displeasing God, wasting your life, wasting other people's life, frustrating people, some people, breaking people's hearts. Because any other woman you go to, except your wife, you're separated by death. Any other woman you jump to, any other man you jump to, is not your husband, is not your wife. You're committing adultery with him or her. And you're displeasing God. You're not only wasting your own destiny, but other people's own. So it is very, very, very important. It's a very serious matter that when you divorce, when you separate, you stay with God. Fulfill purpose. And that is the only way those children that are involved in this marriage will, their destinies will be shaped too, if you stay with God. Because if you don't, their lives, their future will be affected. So God expects you to stay with him. All right. We've come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please share, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow us on other social media handles. Thank you so much. Bye.